What's going on, guys? You're well here, and welcome to Confabulate, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything. I'm your host, Will Sanchez. Thank you so much for stopping by. And today, guys, welcome to the last episode of Season 3 of Confabulate. Thank you so much for all the support and for listening to every episode. I wanted to do this episode on my own, kind of just to talk about what's next for the podcast, because I have a few things in mind that are a little different that I don't think people are expecting. So I didn't really want people to expect the same thing from me, because I just want to say I did everything that I wanted to do with this podcast in 3 seasons. I interviewed everyone that I wanted to interview. Like, everything I envisioned and everyone that I wanted to come on came on, it happened and I made it work, and it's like a dream come true for me, and I cannot believe I actually did it. Like, from the very beginning, I wrote down a list of everyone that I wanted to come on, and it was around almost 80 people, and here I am 3 seasons later, and I got almost everyone that I wanted to have on. And the people who didn't come on, at least I let them know, hey, I really want you to come on. And if people said no, it's it's fine, as long as I gave them the invitation. That was my goal. I wanted everyone to be invited, and all of my dream guests, they happen. I've been freaking out over it. It's been really insane. And so that's why these next few seasons are going to be a little different. I'm going to have a lot of people back on. I'm going to do some, because I really appreciate the people who gave me a chance in the very beginning and who believed in me since the very beginning. And I really want them to come back on. Not only have I grown so much as a host, but I don't really want this to be a one-time thing. I want them to come back on, and I want us to just keep talking and catching up, because it really does mean a lot to me. Before I dive deep into exactly what's coming next, I do want to say thank you to everyone for this season. Season 3 was insane. Had so much fun. Thank you, John Turry, the very first episode. Thank you for allowing me to interview you in your own studio. I freak out. I cannot listen to that episode without shaking. Freaks me out. Such an honor. Thank you so much. I'm shocked that I get to call you my friend. You're one of my musical influences. You inspire me so much, and I look up to you, and you are just out of this world. Thank you so much. You have no idea what you did for me, For you to come on my little podcast, blows my mind, and I get emotional thinking about it. So thank you so much, John Turry. Thank you so much, Nicole Anastasio, for coming on. You're so sweet and kind and just so full of life and joy, and I just loved interviewing you. It was the best. Thank you so much. Thank you, Andrew, for coming back on. I loved having you on, talking about the Grammys. It was such an amazing time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Who's after Andrew? Oh my God. I think it's Sandra. Thank you so much, Sandra, for coming on. I really appreciate it. No, it's Jafet. It's Jafet. Jafet, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You came over, and I just cannot believe you came on. I just cannot believe Jafet freaking came on. That's a big moment for me, and I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. Thank you, Jafet. Just for being so real and down to earth and just so cool. You're one of the coolest friends and one of the coolest people I've ever met. So thank you. Is Sandra after Jafet? Or is it Bobby? Oh my God, you're going to make me pull out my phone. I'm sorry, I just don't want to mess this up. One second. Yeah, I don't want to skip anyone, and I don't want to go out of order. Here we go. Jafet. Sandra. Okay, thank you, Sandra, for coming on. I really do appreciate it, Sandra. It was a great conversation, and you were just so chill. Sandra reminds me of myself. The way she talks and communicates, I'm oh my God, we're the same person. It's so weird. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Bobby, for coming on once again. Honestly, I know I say this a lot, but this episode of Bobby is one of my... I heard a noise. Holy shit, that scared the shit out of me. Thank you, Bobby. I say this a lot, but this is my favorite episode. I know I always say, oh, this is one of my favorite episodes, but this is one of my favorite episodes, and Bobby is my favorite guest that I've ever had, and this episode right here means a lot to me, and I'll never forget it. Let's see. Thank you, Mary, for coming on. We talked about this for over a year, canceled so many times. Finally happened. I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You mean a lot to me. Sarah Delgado, thank you for coming on. I love talking to you. I thought it was so weird. Like, she came on Zoom and it's like she's just so comfortable already and she was ready to be on the podcast. And I'm like, oh my God. Usually people get a little nervous at first, but Sarah killed it. Thank you so much, Sarah. That really meant a lot to me for you to coming on. Thank you, Sarah. And then Ricky, thank you for coming on. Thank you for taking a shot with me in the beginning. And I literally did not prepare anything for Ricky. We just talked and hanged out, and such a great time. Thank you for coming on. And thank you. Who's after Ricky? I don't think it's came out yet. I think it's Joelle. Joelle, thank you for coming on again. Thank you for singing on the episode. Thank you for being amazing and just for chatting with me and for being a part of my first ever video podcast episode, which is up on YouTube now. And insane. Thank you so much, Joelle. And yeah, thank you all the season 3 guests and then season 2 and season 1, like all of the guests. Thank you so much. You guys have changed my life. You guys have really helped me through a lot of shit. It's been a year now, and I just, like, for me to just kind of put all my personal shit behind me and just to be on podcast mode and just be a host and interview you guys has been really, really, really cool. So thank you to all the guests. I think that's all I had to say. Thank you to all the listeners as well. Cannot do this without you. And just everyone that listens and everyone that, everyone that sends me a message. You don't know how much that means to me. It, like, literally keeps me going, either on Snap or TikTok or Twitter or Instagram or message. Like, all the messages. Like, if you have positive thoughts about an episode or anything at all, please let me know. Like, that really keeps me going. Because sometimes I'm like, I keep putting episodes, and I don't know if people will like them or if they're listening or whatnot. But I've been getting a lot of messages, and that really means a lot to me. So thank you to all the listeners and all of you guys. So to go more in depth on what's next, again, I've been doing interviews for a year now, and that'll always be in the cards for me. But I'm gonna have a lot of people back on, and sometimes I'll have new people that haven't been on yet. But I'm doing other things just because that part is kind of done for me. I did everything that I want to do, like I said. But there's been other things that I want to do, that, would have to have, like, their own season. They just can't be, like, thrown in there here and there. The first thing that I want to do, which you should expect probably this year, is a season full of album breakdowns. All of you guys know I love to sing. I love music. It means the world to me. It's saved my life many times, and I just love music and all genres, all singers. Like, I'm nothing without music. So I want to do a full season of all of my favorite albums. I have to come up with 12 of them, which will be hard for me. And just breaking down each album. And by breaking down, I mean, like, going track by track, where it was recorded, who wrote the lyrics, producers, any, like, live performances, music videos, singles, awards, all that stuff. Go track by track and then say, like, what the song's about, what I think it's about, why it means a lot to me. And it'll be all of my favorite albums. Like, honestly, I don't want to give any away, but it'll be from my favorite artists. But we're going to have some pop in there, some singer-songwriter, some rock music, some country, some musical theater, some alternative rock, some punk rock. It's going to be a little bit of even a rap album, because there's this one rap album that means a lot to me. So full album breakdowns just by myself. Maybe I'll bring someone here or there if they love the album that I'm breaking down, but I will be doing my own research on each album and sharing that information with you guys and just talking more about why that album means a lot to me. And, because there are albums that reflect certain parts of my life when I was a certain age. And so I do want to share that with you guys. I do want to work on another season full of the teachers and the educators and coaches who have inspired me and have changed my life for the better. And I would love to reconnect with so many of those teachers and coaches and just have them on and just, you see how it would have to be like its own thing. Like it has to be in its own category. So I have a list already of all the teachers, and I feel like I think I'm going to record it this summer, just when they have a little bit more time. But I have all the teachers that I want to interview and all the coaches that I want to interview. Literally just 2 coaches, my track and field coach and my tennis coach. The rest will be teachers. And then there's one person who he wasn't either of them, but he was still like a role model for me in school. So that'll be one season. I think the hardest one would be my 6th grade teacher. We'll see how that works. But and then I want to do a whole other season, you guys, of just family. I've had so many family members ask like when they're going to come on. So I want to have my parents, my sisters, my grandma, cousins, aunts, all that stuff. Because my family does mean a lot to me. So I want to dedicate a whole season to them. So that's 3 seasons right there. That's like over a year. So expect that anytime soon. I just really wanted to share it with you guys because I don't want you guys to get used to the interviews, because I do have other things in mind. And then we're still going to be doing interviews like with friends and stuff. Have people come back on. Hopefully I could do them more in person. A lot of them have been virtual because of COVID and like where they live and stuff. So those are on the cards for me next. I really want this episode to be really short because it's late and I'm tired. And I've worked my ass off this fucking season since November of 2021. It's taken me so many months to have this whole season ready for you guys. And I'm just so drained and tired, and I cannot wait for a break. So this is the last episode of season 3, and I'm stoked for you guys to just take it all in, and I could just move on and just take a break and then start working on season 4. Fuck, that's insane, season 4. I think that's it. I think, all these seasons will be coming in the near future. Probably we'll have another one in the fall. Notice how my breaks are longer and longer. Like, my break from season 1 to season 2 was like a month and a half. And then from season 2 to season 3 was literally like 3 or 4 months. And now I'm probably going to take like a full like 5 or 6 months off. It'll be longer and longer just because they take a lot more time and effort and hard work to get done. And I really do appreciate you guys who notice all the hard work, because the shit is not easy, especially on top of, everything that I do on the side. My voice is tired. You see, I can't do these episodes on my own. I'm going to have to start practicing to like talking more and vocal warm-ups and stuff. That's all I wanted to say, you guys. Again, thank you for the support. Thank you for everything. And again, I just wanted to keep this episode sweet and short. Is that what people say? Short and sweet. I completely mess up the words. I don't have anyone specific to thank. I think my 3 dream guests from the very beginning were actually 4. Were John Turry, John Paul Wallace, Gabe Coaster, and Cameron Reyes. You guys are my dream guests. I literally put stars next to your names, and I'm like, this needs to happen. I don't know what I have to do to make it happen, but I fucking did it. Like, and to think John Paul was literally like my 5th or 6th episode ever, and then had Cameron and Gabe season 2, and then John Turry was first episode of season 3. So I made it happen, and I made it work, and I shit myself thinking that those episodes actually exist. It freaks me out. And all the other people who like, we're not best friends, we don't talk all the time, but you still said yes to coming on, like, that means a lot to me. Like Cassidy and Joelle and Yari and Nikki and freaking Mario and Eric Vicesio and Cameron. It's like, thank you guys so much. Like, it means a lot to me that you trust me and you believe in me to just let me interview you. So, and everyone else that's came on, all my best friends, like, thank you for always pushing me to do better and for believing in me. Been working hard, been a content creator for almost 5 years, and it's just, yeah, I always see it in the cards for me, but I'm slowly losing motivation and confidence. So, thank you for keeping me going. Thank you for everything. All right, I'll see you for season 4. I don't know when. Don't ask me when. But thank you once again. I will see you later. All right. Bye.